Scam me for $80 for cleaning on move out. I don't think so, Jack. TLDR at bottom. Background. About 10 years ago my landlord died. Or at least the person who owned the place we were renting. The property managers had been delightful, but whoever inherited wanted to sell. So the house was for sale. Enter a jackass, we'll call him Jack, who decides to buy the place. Now ours was the top floor, i.e. attic converted into a suite, of a house, less than 35 square meters, 375 square feet. The bathroom was literally where the stairs up to the top floor used to be. The place was tiny. Jack came to check out the place, as you should, before buying a place. He had one of those Bluetooth earpieces in, and I can't even remember if he even acknowledged us. He spent about 30 to 45 seconds in our suite. Next time we hear from him is about a month later. Apparently he bought the place. He stops by to give us a notice of rent increase, effective in 6 months, legal minimum, from $485 to $795. The place is not worth that much. We say nuts to that and decide to buy a house. Since WTH it's not much more per month. Surprise to anyone who's never bought a house. It was more than just mortgage payments. We give him all the required notice to move out. We move and clean the place up really well. Mind you, when my partner moved in it was not especially clean, and we happen to have the move-in inspection which mentions this. Jack decides to try to scam us for $80 of our damage deposit for cleaning. He doesn't provide the required forms, just says, I'm going to hold $80 from your damage deposit for cleaning. We respond with, no, you're not. Jack, assuming we need the cash for our next damage deposit or bills, and will settle for anything. Take this or I'm going to keep your whole deposit. Cue revenge. So he decides to just keep the whole deposit, $485. I file paperwork with the rentalsman, who unsurprisingly, after their investigation, ruled in my favor. He's ordered to refund the whole deposit, but Jack decides not to pay, and the rentalsman doesn't have any enforcement powers. So I have to go to the local sheriff's office. They can send a legal demand letter for the deposit plus costs, but it will cost me $100-150, I forget, upfront. Sure, go ahead. Jack decides to ignore the sheriff's kindly letter. Sheriffs say that they can start proceedings to recover the debt plus costs, but I again have to pay up front, about $250, and it might take quite a while. I guess most people quit at this point. Being out of pocket $700, throwing more money at the problem and maybe having to wait months didn't appeal to them, and there's also a chance you never collect. I chose to pay the sheriffs. They sent another, less friendly letter to Jack. But here's the best part, now that they're recovering a debt, they're going to recover on all of the outstanding judgments against him. And apparently he has tried this shit before. They sent him another couple letters, pay up or else. Jack chose else. Then they seized title to Jack's giant white SUV. I can't remember what it was, but not a cheap one. They didn't physically take it away or anything, but they gave him 30 days to pay all the judgments against him, or they would take it and sell it at auction. Somehow he all of a sudden found the money. My share, $485 plus $150 plus $250 equals $885. The other people who'd registered judgments, but not paid to start the collections processes were about $5,000 more. I can't remember how long the whole process took, at least 6 months though. TLDR. Landlord tries to scam us for $80 for cleaning when we move out. Ends up costing him almost $6,000. This makes me sick, and I'm glad you won in the end. He had been doing it to other knowing most of the wouldn't be able to pay the additional money to the sheriff's station and just give up. You got revenge not just for yourself but everyone else. There's a shat screwed over. Thank you, hero.